I'm going to ask a question from one of the French dentists. Um, this question is simple, short. How can I create accountability among my team members?
Can you ask me that question in French? I'm kidding. I love the French language. uh, how can I create accountability among my team members? If I had lightning in a bottle, I wish I could, capture it and sprinkle that magic pixie dust across every practice where we have instant accountability. But I love the question because it's something we work on in our coaching, Aaron, all about accountability. And one of the things we do in our coaching is to have champions in the practice, and they're responsible for certain things, and we give them very specific, measurable things that can be measured that they're responsible for. And what that becomes is a process where it's management by results instead of managing by process. Managing by process is often frustrating because oftentimes you've got team members that are working, and you've got a dentist over here that's frustrated because they're not working on the things that he or she wants them to work on. And so it's a confusion of priorities. The team member thinks X is most important, and the doctor thinks Y is most important, and they are not on the same page. And when we create accountability, we really give them the definition and the direction that they need. I will tell you that accountability comes from the top. It's difficult to gain accountability with your team members if you aren't accountable, if you aren't accountable yourself. So you want to model that to be sure. But beginning with that, you want to model accountability. You want to be an accountable person. And then we want to set up accountability systems in your practice. And it really goes back to that third point. That third tip is make your expectations very clear and make it measurable and objective, not subjective. Like, the team member might think, I'm doing a good job with scheduling because we have full days. Isn't my job to fill the days? Now, can you see how a team member might think that I'm doing the job?
Right.
That they're doing the job? But in fact, if the doctor is measuring their performance by their success at filling the scheduled goal, we may be talking past each other here on accountability.
Right.
It's not getting very specific about your expectations. Linda, as the scheduling coordinator, your number one priority is to fill my scheduled goal. And the daily goal is this for me, and we simply multiply that by the number of days in the month. And we want to be as close to or above 100%. That's how I measure your success. And that's your number one priority. Everything else, while you may do 100 other things, is a distant second to that.
And
that's the direction.
Right. If I may add a quick point on that, then you explain how to do that. You teach the rock, sand, and water, and how you put things.
The tactics.
The tactics. So you provide that specific direction. This is what I want, and this is how you can do it. And then you even talk about, if you're busy, you can have time to work on this. So, anyways, you go into like a lot of details on making this happen with
that example kind of came to mind because I think that's a big disconnect in many practices. The scheduling coordinator thinks his or her job is to put names in the schedule.
Yeah.
And the doctor's looking at the production and they're not matching up. And that's where you've got the disconnect because he or she thinks they're doing their job and doc finds they're not.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. And if you found it helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell button so you'll be notified of any time we upload future videos. I think you'll enjoy our coming content. Thanks so much.